Hey everybody, welcome back to my last and fourth video about the RedBull Override 2020. I do apologize beforehand if I look a little bit busted. I forgot to put on sunblock yesterday at the riding school here in Costa Rica, so I burned my face. Anyways, let's talk about my fourth lap and everything I did, good and bad and in between. So the very first thing I wanted to talk about is walking the track, and I found that at this particular race it was fairly easy to walk the track beforehand because all the override sections were very close to the pits, and it kind of gave me a bit of an advantage at the actual race because I knew where I wanted to go. And especially on this override, the second section, the second override, was fairly easy if you got it right in the beginning. And as you can see in this video, there's one guy already stuck somewhere like in the middle of the section, and I knew beforehand that I could maybe just get a good drive up through the dry creek. And yeah, it gave me a really good advantage at the moment. So if you have a chance to walk the track beforehand, then always do that. And also at the very end of this section, there is one guy who I think he thinks, I'm not sure obviously, that he thought he was in the good line to get out of the section. Whereas I saw already, well at the moment, but I also saw it beforehand, that if you could carry a little bit of drive and get over that rock, you'd get a much better like entrance to the splatter or the last bit of the wall you needed to get over. And yeah, sometimes I think we can be led to believe that where there is somebody, that is probably where you should be too. So really try to open your eyes and see and second guess a little bit sometimes if that one guy or many guys in front of you are right or wrong.
What's up, bro?
What's happening?
This thing's not punching all the way through, but it's got the indentation, so they know.
Cool, thank you. All right, next section is a rock that had like a tree right before you'd hit the rock and one on the other side. So like two rocks, two trees. And you could only just get your handlebar through it. And for some reason during the night, obviously I didn't see as well during the night as during the day. Nobody did. It wasn't just me, I think. And for some reason I struggled forever getting up this thing, and it wasn't even that hard, but for some reason I just couldn't really calculate anything any longer, and yeah, it took me a long time to get through that section. Next up is a case where I'm helping a rider that's stuck on a hill, and I happen to know that guy because he's the guy who lent Mario Roman his motorcycle for the race. He has a Sherco shop in Colorado, and he was stuck on this hill. Not trying to take anything away from Rodrigo or hanging him out there. My point is that sometimes in the races we get to there are certain limits mentally where we think we can't do anymore, that we're too tired, or I'll just let you watch this video and you can see how everything went down. And I helped this guy Rodrigo to get his bike up, and initially I didn't want to because I really thought he could do it by himself, but then on the other hand, I've been hanging out so much with him and Mario during the whole weekend of the race, so yeah, I stopped and helped him out. What's up? You can't get up?
I've been here for a long time. I can't get up.
Have you gone back and tried?
Huh?
Go back and try. It's really easy.
Yeah. I'm really tired.
So.
Maybe you want to get want to jump on the bike and do it?
Not really.
Maybe you can get out of here better than me.
Yeah, let me try.
Remember, I've been running for a year and a half, dude.
Let me get it.
I'm not a pro.
There you go.
Okay.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks, man.
See you later.
Okay, so the next one is something I'm super embarrassed about. I have no idea how it was possible for me not to get up this super tiny hill. Speaking of things that we should be able to do, Rodrigo, I think he could have done that hill had he maybe just tried one more time. But this little muddy hill, it really got the better of me. I didn't get the drive up the hill. It was in the dark. Things are a little bit more difficult to calculate. And still to this moment, I have no idea how I did not manage to get up that hill. It was probably the only hill through the whole racetrack that you should be able to do, because if you didn't, you'd fall back and land on your ass like I did in the water, and I hit my leg, or both legs, I don't even remember anymore, and I was standing there feeling really stupid. And Rodrigo, the guy I just helped before, he passed me and came up and he was trying to tell me something, and I was just getting really more and more pissed by the second.
Ow! Ow! Ah! Puta madre! Ow! The fuck was that? Ah! Ah, my hand. Ow! Ow! Oh shit, that was bad. I hit it in third, fourth, what the fuck? Ow. Right in the muddiest spot of the whole track, where my friend Rufin, he fell the other day. Oh, what an idiot I am. Oh, what a fucking idiot. What the heck just happened? Now my gloves are completely fucked. Oh, that's never good. It's never good.
And when I finally got to my feet and wanted to get out of there, I was stuck again, and I tried to get up another line, which also failed. And I ended up rolling backwards again and getting more mud on my gloves and on my handlebar. And this was only 23 minutes into my last lap, so I was really frustrated. And one guy, I thought it was Rodrigo, he was yelling something to me, and I only later found out it was my friend Ruffin's dad who was telling me something. And yeah, sometimes I just ride like an idiot. I don't know why.
Yeah. Fucking hell!
All right, next up is where Mario, again, he's coming in behind me. He's lapping me like constantly, always lapping me. and there's people in front of me, and there's this really technical place where you get in a rut, and you had to use a kind of a big rock as a kicker to get up the hill. And at first I saw chaos. There was like 2 guys in front of me, and they were not going anywhere. And I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just wait and kind of wait until my turn when it feels right to go. And all of a sudden I see Mario behind me, and that kind of motivation, I guess, to get out of his way, just it makes magic. Sometimes it makes people all of a sudden find new energy or new lines or new motivation to get going. And I just thought it's funny how a guy like him or Cody has that effect on me, and I'm sure they have that effect on other people too, just to get out of their way as fast as possible, because you don't want to be in the way of the winner. All right, so helmet lights are fantastic as long as they work. But these lights, they didn't last for quite as long as I was hoping. I didn't calculate for how long they worked, but all of a sudden they turned off. And yeah, out there in Dallas, we weren't in Dallas, we were in Rocky Ridge Ranch in Texas. It's really freaking dark. When it's dark out there, you can't see anything at all. So I was suffering quite a lot from not having enough lights.
Ow! Oh shit! Ah. Holy fuck! It's dark out here.
And on this specific section, all the other laps I turned off my bike and just walked the bike down because I thought it was a little bit slippery, a little bit dangerous. But obviously without helmet lights and the engine off, the lights on my bike would also turn off. So it was really a big disadvantage not having light, because I couldn't apply that technique that I wanted to. But yeah, it worked out anyways. I didn't fall on my ass or face, so that's all good. Okay, so another section where the light was becoming a really big issue for me was in this specific section that I've been talking about it on other videos. I knew that the line that I've been taking beforehand didn't work any longer because someone had pushed down some big rocks and they're kind of sitting in the way. So I had to get into the line that I've seen other people just struggle on, and I didn't want to do it myself. Actually, it was the same line that Mario, he used on lap 1 of his race, and where Cody, he passed him. And anyways, I went into that line and I could kind of see it already. I could see it coming. I was gonna hit that rock on the right side of the trail and it would knock me to the left, and that's exactly what happened. And that happened, when that happened, my bike turned off, I lost my light, and I landed somewhere down there in the rocks, and it's just an incredibly uncomfortable situation to not see where you land when you're being pushed off the bike. And quite frankly, it's very dangerous. So again, you really gotta have good lights set up for your helmet or your bike when you get into races like these.
Oh. I kind of knew that would happen.
Oh, also, when there's only the light on the bike, I found that probably, I don't know, 2, 3, or 4 or 5 times during the race, I would turn off the light with my belly when I would be pushing my bike to get up some hill. I'd lean so much forward that I would hit the switch on the handlebar, so that's not cool either. So next up is, I wanted to give a big credit to the staff that Mark had organized for the race. They were super motivating every time you'd see them at the checkpoints, and of course Mark himself also very motivating when I saw him at the finish line, or the checkpoint at the finish line, I suppose. And yeah, that's just really, really nice when the staff is cheering you on and telling you you're doing a good job, even though you might be doing a shit job. But anyways, everyone knows it's a struggle, so it's really nice to get that kind of slap on the back, or you know what I mean.
Doing so good!
Thank you.
Come on. Gotcha.
Thank you.
Okay, so next section is, again, in retrospect, I shouldn't have done what I did, but there's this one guy sitting in the good line out to the right of this section, and I figured, let me just try the one that's been working kind of okay during the other laps. But once I got there, I could see from far away that that line was super slippery. It was way darker. That meant a lot of water had been dragged onto it. So I kind of knew this is not going to work, but I tried anyways. And in retrospect, I shouldn't have done that. I should just have waited my turn, get in line behind this guy, and just, save some energy and save some risks of trying a tricky line that, yeah, I kind of knew already it wouldn't work. So yeah, you can see how I was struggling to get my bike back up onto that line that I should have just taken from the beginning.
Still slippery, huh?
Yeah.
It's still slippery. That sucks. Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Slippery, man. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. Cody. Cody's coming. I'll let him get ahead. Hey, buddy.
I'm fucking tired.
Next section is one of the first ones we were faced with after the start of the race, which was like a long, technical, rocky climb. And I'd already seen Cody. He was behind me on the previously mentioned section where I did that thing I shouldn't have done with that rider. And I knew he was coming behind me, so I waited and I watched him come in, and he said hi, and he said, "I'm fucking tired," or something like that. And he did like a really nice line to the left, and I did my two other times I went through that section. I went to the right, and I thought, oh, that was a nice line, that was a good technique he used there, and I tried the same, and it didn't work at all. So I struggled to get over to the line that I know that worked. So again, if you know there's something that works, and there's not really so much to win from trying something different, then you should probably just stick to what you know works, especially at that time of the day in the race. Last but not least, I got to override number 3, which was the last thing I was gonna do. And you can't imagine the relief of talking to Josh, who was, I guess, the track manager of the race, along with Mark himself, of just talking to him and asking if this is the last thing we'll be doing, and he confirmed like, yeah, this is the last. And then, yeah, I got a really, really lucky drive once I actually got to the top of the section. But before that, I was trying what Josh told me, that was Cody's line, and I tried the same line because Josh made it sound like that's a good line. But he also said, it's Cody's line. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that, I'll try that, and I should have done that. I was, yeah, pushing my bike very hard to get back on the track where I should have been in the first place, where Tristan Hart he was. And
Hey, Peter.
Hey, well, he's not going anywhere anytime fast. He's been there for a while, but Cody went just to the left of him. He like rock slab and then popped his front wheel off the big slab and went up to the left. Is this the last thing we're doing?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Look out!
How's it going, bro?
Good, bud. Clean that shit.
You're getting good at this.
Go ahead.
hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if there's something else you want me to talk about in the future videos. I'll very soon be racing here in Costa Rica, and it'll be a very, very different race. So if you already know beforehand that there's something in particular you want me to talk about, I'll try to put it in the next video. Until then, take care. See you around.
Oh, nice. Finish. Thank you. So, man.
Was it good?
Yeah, 40 seconds.
Very hard, eh?
Was it hard?
Yeah.
Cramp up?
What's that?
Cramp up?
A little bit, but I took my magic shake and it went away.
Good.
But just the snotty uphill, you know which one. We did it 3 times,
Yeah.
maybe override 1.
Yeah.
Well, that was a killer.